Okay, I have tried to go live on Facebook a couple of times, and apparently my Microsoft Edge browser is not being supported. So we'll just do it this way, and I can do a little editing, and we can do the video this way. So, as I've said in some of my posts lately, I decided to do an expose, so to speak, on a certain MLM company I have been a part of for a while and quit over a year and a half ago. But anyway, because I see a lot of people posting and promoting the company on Facebook, and I see a lot of my friends, unfortunately, getting pulled into it. So I thought, being an insider like I was for over 3 years, I decided I would spill the tea about the company because I'm really saddened to see so many of you getting pulled into it. I'm saddened to see the deceptive practices that the reps use. So let me start off by saying this. It's not the reps that I have anything against, unless they knowingly go along with these deceptive business practices. It's the companies. Out of all the MLM companies out there, I've only ever found three that aren't just absolutely predatory. Three that have a good product at a good price, and you don't see their reps stalking people, outright lying in their posts and things like that. So, yes, I am anti MLM, but like I said, there's about three companies out there that are decent that I would buy from or be, a part of. But so that being said, everything I say, it's my opinion. It's things I've learned firsthand. It's things that I have seen firsthand. It's things that I have heard or witnessed with some of the really high ups in the company, either in a face-to-face conversation or with a Zoom training or a training video that I pulled up on YouTube. So yes, it's all firsthand knowledge. Before anybody wants to say, well, my company's different, they're all the same. Okay, they're predatory. They prey on vulnerable women. I've done my research into the companies. There's not any company that I'm going to speak about, I have looked into, and I know what I'm talking about. If you need sources, I can give you that. But anyway, I'm only talking about one today, the one that I've been a part of, because I really don't have a right to talk about specifics in any other company that I haven't been a part of. These are my opinions. I have a right to them. I will take any comments, but if anyone is being nasty or vulgar or if they're trying to bully someone else, your comments will be deleted. If you come onto my comment section and try to solicit someone into your company saying, oh, my company's not like that, or it's changed, or if you've ever given it a try and you didn't succeed, join up with me and I'll help you through it. I'll delete your comments. So to get started, I was with IT WORKS Global for 3.5 years, a little over 3 years maybe. And so, yeah, I know the ins and outs. I know the business practices. I know a lot of the deception, the things that they do. And first of all, I'm going to say two things about the mindset that companies like this cultivate. I had a very dear friend who is with a completely different company and had mentioned something about me wanting to do the video on this company and asked me not to. And I said, well, it's not about your company. I don't know anything about your company. So, I can't really speak on it. It could be a good company. I don't know. I've not ever looked into it. Well, she not just unfriended me, she deleted me, blocked me, I mean. This is someone I've been close to for 20 years almost. So that's an example of the mindset that these companies cultivate. If you're not for them, you're against them. If you're not supporting them, you have no value. They will tell you to delete friends and family, because if they're not a customer, then you're no use to them. You've seen me post at least twice, I know, of girls that have reached out to me to post for them on my page or whatever. And I've said, I don't support the MLM companies. I might get into a short discussion because they're taught to ask, well, why don't you support these companies? Well, I'm always very kind, and I'm always very, what's the word I'm looking for? Civil, I guess. in explaining why I don't support the companies, well, they don't just unfriend you, they will block you. Come on, get up here. And so, that's a little unnecessary. If someone tells you no, there really isn't any reason to block them. It's not like I'm going to go on your page and, be ugly or anything. You just get told a simple no. How about you guys? I'm digging this gray right here. I may not color my hair because I think that's kind of cool. Makes me look like a little calico cat. Anyway, so there's, that mindset. And that's what they tell you in some of the training. You can look them up on YouTube, and they'll tell you, even if your family doesn't support you, cut them out of your life because they're negative and they're whatever. So there's that mindset. And you can, so let's get into some of the things that I'm going to try to keep this under about 20 minutes, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Let's talk about some of the deceptive practices that I see a lot of the reps doing. When you see someone post for this particular company that says, I have 3 spots left, whether it's for to buy a product or to join the team. When they say I have 3 spots left or I have 5 spots left, that's an outright lie. Trust me, they can sign as many people as they want. They can sign as many customers as they want. They can sign as many reps under them as they want. So when you see someone saying that, that's deceptive. And why would you want to do business with that? Another thing is be a product tester or a product model. No, you're being a customer. If you were to, they'll say, I need 3 product models for a 90-day challenge and then share your results with me. That's not really true because you're buying the product, you're signing up, and you have to commit to a 3-month auto ship. So it's just a way to word things to make it seem cooler to get to be a customer. The one thing I've seen a lot of lately, tons and tons of, and I've actually asked about it, can't get a really straight answer. I kind of did, but I looked into it and it wasn't really true, is the comment a picture of your favorite ice cream flavor to be entered in our drawing for $150, or I'm giving away a $350 gift card. Comment a selfie of your pet. You get entered into a drawing. No purchase necessary. Okay. Then you say, oh, and you do that, and they'll say, I'm messaging you. All that is a way to get a list of names to cold message you to say, put a post about my business on your Facebook page. That's how you get into the drawing. Now, I've seen lots and lots of these posts. I have never yet seen an accurate, true post on a winner. They don't, show the drawing. They might post a name. So I commented on a couple of the girls' things and said, oh, I would love for you to let me know when you do the drawing so I can see maybe one of my friends to win. Maybe 2 of them posted a name and they are not a valid Facebook user. I couldn't get anything to pull up on them. So I don't even think they're real people. So you need to ask about that. Who actually wins these drawings? Who are they naming? I think it's just a ploy to get, it's a new thing they've come out with to get people to do the host a post. So, there's that. That's to me, that's deceptive. Let's see. Oh, there's just so much I could get into, and I don't have my notes with me, and Sister's not down here to help me. Let's talk about how they prey on vulnerable women. Let's talk about how they prey on the hopes and dreams of people. And they target single moms or stay-at-home moms or college kids. They target military wives because these are the people who usually need income. They're lonely. They're looking for friends. They're looking for a sense of community. And so they target those women. And they'll say, oh, you could make, $300 from home working on your phone 30 minutes a day. And then they're talking about all this money you can make and all these bonuses. Take a look at their income disclosure statement. 99% of people who join these companies make little to no money. Most of them lose money. With It Works, there's a $20 a month website fee. If you sign up as a rep, you have to spend $20 a month just on your website. And you have to spend average of $100 a month on product for yourself. You have to, just to be commission qualified. which means even if you made money through customers or reps underneath you, you can't get that money unless you purchase a certain amount of product on your own. So if you average that up over the course of a year, that's about $1,500. So you look at the income disclosure statement, which you got to credit them the fact that they post that, because if you really looked at it, I think 98% of people make no money or barely any money. Less than 1% make enough money to be a living wage, so they're pretty bold to post it. You got to give them that. So you need to look into that, ask them about that, because they'll say, it's so easy, anybody can do it. It's so easy, anybody can do it if you have 30 minutes a day. And then when you sign up and you get into this and you do it and you don't make money, well, you're not working hard enough. You're lazy. You didn't work hard enough. You didn't give it a fair chance. It's all your fault. But when they were signing you up, it was so easy, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. So which one is it? Is it, you have to work your butt off, 15 hours a day, or anybody can do it in 30 minutes a day? Which one is it? Because one of the reasons I quit, and it was a lot of the deceptive ways they do the post, and things like that, to target the vulnerable women. But also, it was the cold messaging. Cold message. They want you to do 100 people a day. Cold message people. Just friend them on Facebook and Instagram just to send the cold messages, which nobody likes. Everybody hates. You get that, hey girl, hey, I know this is super random, but I looked at your profile and you're so pretty and your kids are so cute, and and I think you would just be so perfect at what I'm gonna, what I do, and can I tell you a little more? That cold message. Or the one where, hey, I know this is random, or however, it's just different ways you can. It's all a copy and paste message. 9 times out of 10, they didn't really look at your profile. They might have glanced at a couple of pictures, liked a couple of pictures, because here's how it goes. You add 5 people a day on Facebook, add 5 people a day on Instagram, go like 3 of their posts, comment on 2 or 3 posts, and then cold message them. That's what you get taught. So there's no real connection, in the products. I'm with the health and wellness company, and they never give you the name. And you get told, don't give the name. You don't want to tell the name of the company. The reason being, because, if you say, hey, I'm with IT WORKS, and they're going to be like, oh, it's that pyramid company or that MLM, and they're going to instantly say no. So you have to be manipulative in the way you post or comment or reach out to people in a cold message, so they don't know right away that you're with the company, which, that's shady. I never did like that. One of the things we got really, really hounded on was don't give your website to people. If they're like, well, let me have your link and I'll go take a look. We were told, I kid you not, do not do that. You don't want them to go look at the website, because they're going to be like, oh, that's too much in this. You find out what product they might be interested in, and then you guide them. And if you can place the order for them, that's great. But they just didn't want you giving out the website. They didn't want people looking into it. So, there's that. So you basically friend the people and add people just to be able to cold message them, which you guys have all got that, hey, hun, or hey, girl message. I know you have, from multiple people. Let's see. The in their posts, and it's so irritating. And we'll tell you why they do it. You'll say, comment for more info, or you might go on their post and ask a question, hey, where did you get that product? And every time, every single time, without fail, I'll message you, I'll PM you, I'll send you a message, because, and let me tell you why they do that. They don't want to answer your question in their post, because if they do, someone else might have the same question, and they would never know if you answered it that other person had that question, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like, and it's a way of building a list of people who have shown the slightest interest whatsoever in whatever it is they're shilling, their products or their opportunity. So that's why they'll never directly answer you in a post, because then they might miss out on someone who might be interested, so they can't add that person to the list of people they're going to contact. And if you ever show any interest, they are, when I was with the company, you're taught it's never no, never no. And it's just right, not right now. So even if you tell them no, uh, and you're like, well, I'm just really not interested, that is an opening for them to message you constantly. You get told, message them once, then follow up in 2 days, follow up in 2 weeks, follow up in 2 months, and then continually follow up and stalk these people, whether they answer you or not, because they'll say, oh, they're reading your messages. They're just, they're not really sure yet. And they'll, they love to have the testimonies of people who, oh, she messaged me for 8 months straight and I just ignored it. And one day I was like, oh, I'm going to see what it's all about. They love those stories. So you have to flat out say, I do not support MLMs. No, I'm not interested. Don't ask me again. And that's usually the point you get blocked. So, there's that. But the whole, I'll DM you, I'll message you, I'll send you a message. And I've even commented and said, well, can't you just tell me right here? What is it, a secret or something? And they say, oh, what's your cell phone number? And I'll text you. They don't want anyone to know that it's an MLM company, because that's going to run people off, as it should. So let me kind of stop right here and let you guys know that when I was with the company, I was a true believer. And there's probably a lot of people who will watch this that I messaged, that I stalked, reached out to. And like I said, I was a true believer because there's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of brainwashing that goes on with these companies. You get all the, there's a lot of psychological manipulation that goes on. As I said, for a lady that I've been friends with for almost 20 years, who was very dear to me, we were very close, to block me for talking about this company that has nothing to do with hers. That's the mindset they cultivate. MLM companies ruin families. They break up families. They ruin friendships. They put people into bankruptcy. They, people go into debt. It's bad. If you tell someone, look, I don't have the money to join, their response is going to be, if you don't have the money to join, that's why you need this. You need this so much. If you don't have the $99 to join, and that's pretty low for some of the MLMs, it's the $99. If you don't have that to join, that's why you need this company. Have a yard sale. I'm going to tell you guys some of the ways they tell you to get the money for it. Have a yard sale, donate blood, sell your furniture, take out a credit card, whatever you have to do to get joined up with these companies, because it's all about building the downline. So those who say it's not a pyramid scheme, those are illegal. It can be unethical and not be illegal. So on that note, let's talk about the FTC has sent numerous companies letters lately. It Works was one of them. Stop making false income claims, saying, and stop making false health claims. The FTC warned these companies, stop it. You're being deceptive and you're lying. The fact that they took advantage of the COVID-19 pandemic to get people to buy their products or to join up is disgusting. That's gross. If you take advantage of a pandemic, a global pandemic, to try and get people to join your company or buy products from you, that's just gross. I don't care what company you're with. So, there's that. That's just disgusting. But that's what they do. They prey on situations. They prey on people's vulnerabilities and fears. And that's what they do to get you to join. And I had another friend talk to me, message me and try to say that she was concerned for me to do this video. And I'm like, I don't understand. Why are you concerned for me doing the video? She felt like I was in danger from doing this video, which if anyone knows me well enough to know, that just spurs me on to do it even more, because I don't like bullies. I don't tolerate them, and not afraid of them. So bring it on. There's nothing you can say about your crappy MLM company that I can't dispute with facts. And so there's that. And why I'm doing this is because being an insider for that long and learning the way they manipulate and things like that, how they prey on people. It's disgusting. And my conscience had started to bother me. And then I really started looking into and seeing what my friends who weren't in the MLMs were posting about how stupid and disgusting the cold messages were, and everybody hated it. And they started making fun of them, and everybody knew when you got that "Hey hun" or "Hey girl" DM, it was an "It Works" girl, and that's kind of embarrassing when you're part of that company. So you start to kind of examine things, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, yeah, yeah, so it's it makes you examine things, and then you start to break through all the manipulation and brainwashing that goes on, and you start to really see things for what they are, and then you start to get embarrassed, and then you start to get ashamed that you were ever part of it, and then it kind of pisses you off a little bit. It makes you mad, and you're like, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not going to sit back and let my friends get roped into that same thing. I'm not going to watch you lose money. I'm not going to watch you waste money. So something outside, it's the dog or whatever. So you start to say to yourself, you want to ignore it. And you're like, you know what? Who cares what they're doing? That's on them. They made that choice. But a lot of times they don't know what they're getting into. So I guess it's my mission, not really, but I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube. Some really beautiful young women who have been part of things and have decided to really expose these companies for what they are. And they do a lot of research. And I thought, I see way too many of my friends get pulled into these companies. Look up the companies, look up their business practices. They say, one lady that just blocked me, it's like, all companies are MLMs. And I had to bust out laughing at that one, because no, they're not. If you get hired on at any company, any legitimate, normal company, you get paid, you have a guaranteed paycheck. You're going to get paid. Everybody in the upline, everybody down, everybody gets something. You work, you get money. There you go. You get benefits. A lot of times you get insurance. And in MLM, the only people who are going to make money are the ones that are way up and have the pointy three-sided thing going on. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't know if you guys can still see me, but there's a weird thing going on my screen, and I hope it's not showing. My PC is doing it. Anyway, so, there's that. There's, ask for the income disclosure statements. Y'all, I'm so sorry. My thoughts are everywhere. I didn't get my notes. I don't know what I did with them. I just kind of want to share you some of the scummy things that they do and how gross they are to prey on, hurricanes and natural disasters and pandemics to get people to join this company, and knowing that they're going to lose money. At least if you get hired on in a company, you have a guaranteed paycheck. You do not have that with an MLM. You're going to lose money. The products might be halfway decent, but they're no better than anything you could get in a store or from a reputable company, if they are all online, or anything like that. They're wildly overpriced. They're not worth what you pay for them. So just be aware of that. And if you have any questions, comment, drop some comments, let me know. Like I said before, legitimate comments, questions. I'm not afraid to answer questions. You can ask me about my time in it. You can, whatever. Yeah, if you like, well, I got a cold message from you. You messaged me for 3 months, and I probably did, and I'm sorry if I did. Because I worked hard for 3 years. I worked hard. You cannot say I joined and then didn't do anything. Like I said, the lady who was my immediate upline, she ranked up really, really high and made really good money. And I've talked to people way higher than her, sat down and had conversations with them and asked them, what do you do on a day-to-day basis so that I can do that and be successful? Because like I said, I was a true believer, and they told me what they did. I watched the training videos, and I worked. I messaged people. I posted. I kept up with this. I reached out to people. I followed up with people. Everything. I did it. Okay. I was not a slacker. it was so bad there at the end when I started to realize that I felt guilty if I would sit down and read a book for an hour. I felt guilty if I was watching TV for 30 minutes or an hour. If I sat down with my husband to watch a movie, I couldn't stand it. I felt so guilty because I wasn't working my business. I wasn't messaging someone or posting something or taking a picture and being like, oh, I love that my job lets me sit here and watch a movie with my husband. And okay, but it doesn't, because you're so worried about not doing something and being perceived as lazy that you're constantly, all you can think about is messaging. So I could send out 5 messages while I was sitting here. I could cold message 5 people. I could have added 10 people on Instagram. I could have made 10 new friends on Facebook. That's all you think about. It consumes you. And that's not right. A real job wouldn't do that. I mean, a real job doesn't, you're not at the hospital in labor taking a picture of yourself going, I love that I can be in labor having my second child and I'm still making money. There's something wrong with that mindset right there. So anyway, I've got about 26 minutes. I tried to keep it under 20 minutes. My thoughts are everywhere. I'm so sorry. Here it is. Leave comments, ask questions. As embarrassed as I am and ashamed of what I was part of, I own that. It is what it is. I was in there. I was a true believer and I own it. Ask me questions about it. I'll send you links to stuff. If you really want to see some of the training videos, I can send you links from YouTube and you will be blown away at the disgusting way they teach people to do business. Anyway, you know what? I love you guys. You guys are beautiful ladies. You put up with me through thick and thin. And I'm so glad that more people didn't unfriend me when I was in that phase. So yeah, let me know what you think. You guys have a great day.